Hey guys, okay, so it's Rose Parma here, and I'm really excited to work with you guys on building your immune system. A lot of questions that I get are often in regards to your immune system, how to stay healthy, how to help prevent yourself from getting sick, right? Especially with all the different viruses that are going on. So that's what we're going to talk about very specifically. So there are 3 products that I highly recommend as far as supplements goes, okay? We're gonna talk about them individually, but I'm gonna show you what they are here. The 3 products, there is Life Enzymes, okay? This is a digestive enzyme blend. It's a probiotic, prebiotic, and enzyme blend together that is 100% plant-based. It works to break your food down to its very simplest form so that your body can actually utilize the nutrients that you're getting from the foods that you eat. Okay, this is a very important supplement to have, especially because our gut is considered the second brain of our body. It's where about 80% of the different diseases, whether it's bacterial or viral, things that start to happen in our body, it is really the hub of where it all starts. So we want to make sure that we are focusing on gut health as a top priority, okay? So we're going to talk about this one. The second one we're going to talk about is brain health. It's so important to not just be healthy with your gut, right? But to also make sure that your brain is healthy. So this is a great supplement that we will touch a little bit on as well. And then the last one that we're going to touch on with this series is going to be a balance, multivitamin, multi-mineral, and antioxidant supplement that again is 100% plant-based, and your body knows exactly what to do with it. So to get started, we'll start with Life first, okay? So the digestive enzyme blend is super great. You guys, it really works to break down 4 different major categories. The first one is fats. It breaks down carbs, it breaks down sugar, and it breaks down proteins, okay? So just some things to understand is that when you are eating cooked fruits, any kind of food, really, fruits, vegetables, or meat, anything that is cooked over 117 to 118 degrees, what you're doing is you're killing all the live enzymes that are inside our food. Okay, why does that matter? What is important to understand is that your body, along with the gastric juices that your body produces, it needs the enzymes to break down your foods. If it's not getting the enzymes along with the food that you're eating, what's happening is your body is actually stealing from the pancreas, okay? They're stealing enzymes from the pancreas to work on breaking down your food. The problem with that is that your pancreas has enzymes that are very specific for actually working to heal your body, okay? So if you're stealing from the healing powers, what's going on is now you are susceptible to having a lower immunity in your body. So it's a really big deal to understand that we want to be supplementing our enzymes. Now, another thing that's important about this is that it is a stable enzyme, which means that it does not need to be refrigerated. Science used to go back and forth between refrigeration and non-refrigeration. But here's what you need to understand about that, is that our bodies are not a refrigerator. So when we take the enzymes, we want to make sure that they stay alive all the way through the heat that our body produces internally, right? To get to the actual spot it needs to get to start working and break down. So the veggie capsule will break down once it gets to the right location, and then the enzymes are released, probiotic, prebiotic, and the enzyme blends all work together to break down those fats, carbs, proteins, and sugar. Okay, so we're going to do a little experiment that's going to be pretty awesome to not just tell you about it, but to actually show you what this does. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 of these Life enzymes here, okay? And I'm actually going to put them in a snack pack pudding. Now, a snack pack pudding is something that's really highly processed. There's new nutrients in it. It has a shelf life that's stable for 2 years, you guys. It's kind of scary, but no judgment here. I used to eat these as a kid, and I used to give them to my children. So we basically learn and then we do better, right? But here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you this. It literally does not come out, okay? I want you to see that. It's kind of gross. It just is like a blob. It's not coming out. It's not going anywhere, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually open these capsules And again, they're 100% plant-based, okay? And we're gonna dump these right inside here. And while I'm doing this experiment, I want you to watch what's gonna happen as we mix these enzymes right inside the pudding. Okay, so we're gonna act like this is the food that we are eating. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be pudding. It could be meats that you're eating, any fats, carbs, or sugars or proteins, right? Because that's what it breaks down. But this is just to give you a good visual so that you understand how it's actually working inside your body, okay? So as I have this here, I'm just gonna mix it around. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? A personal testimony to this. So, I actually am a critical care nurse and I have a lot of gut health issues. I've learned a lot about the digestive tract and how our stomach works, okay? So, if you were to hold your fist up, I want you to see that this is how big your stomach actually is. So, if you are eating more than this amount in a given day, you need to be going to the bathroom about that many times, as much food as you are putting in here, because you need to have that river of life flowing. Otherwise, what's going on is your body is holding on to toxins, right? The food that we don't get out of our body is being held captive in our gut, in our intestines, and it's building up into toxins, okay? As those toxins are building up, it's starting to cause havoc in our body. And you may have any kind of gut health issues such as bloating, nausea, you may have cramping, you may have some sort of acid reflux, you may be lactose intolerant, gluten intolerant, you may have other sensitivities to different foods, right? You may have gastroparesis, there's so many different ones, right? Ulcerative colitis, you may have diverticulitis, you may have Crohn's. There's so many different things, you guys. And the crazy thing is a little over 90% of the population actually has gut health issues. And most people don't even know that they have an issue going on, okay? So with that being said, I want you to understand the importance of this. So you can see this is getting really liquidy here, and I'm gonna show you what's going on, okay? So do you see this cup right here? Watch what happened to this yucky pudding. Do you see how it's breaking up and now it is completely liquefied? Do you see this? Now, what I want you to really see is what's going on to the inside of the cup. Do you see how it's breaking down? You see how it's taking away all of that buildup that was on the cup? It's starting to eat away at it. If we left these in there a little bit longer, just like it would be in our stomach, right? It's gonna break it down even more and more, okay? So here's what's going on, is these enzymes are actually acting as a pressure washer to the inside of your gut, okay? That's a really big deal because as we said before, if you're not like eating and here's your gut and releasing at least 2 to 3 times every single day, having a good clean out at least 2 to 3 times every single day, a healthy clean out, okay? What's going on is those toxins are building up and it's actually lining the inside of your intestines. So you have what they call antiques. It's basically crusted buildup from the food that we're eating, toxins that are encapsulating our entire gut. You guys, it's disgusting, okay? These enzymes go in and they start breaking it up. And you can see like it's like a pressure washer, literally getting all those toxins out of your gut. That's what it's doing internally, okay? So it's a really big deal to understand that we don't want toxins harboring in our gut. There's a lot of people that will do detoxes and gut detox, right? And usually it's like once a month, once every 3 months, once every 6 months, sometimes not even that often. But here's what I want you to get from that is why would we want to wait to do this and allow toxins to build up and harbor, right? And cause havoc in our system over time. Instead, we should be actually doing a daily detox. Every time we eat, we should be cleaning out. We really should, you guys. This is a really big deal to understand. And I want you to understand that if you suffer from like lactose intolerant or you have a gluten intolerance, I want you to understand that what's going on is you are not allergic to these foods. You are actually just not able to break them down. Your body's not able to process the lactose. For example, you're lacking lactase, which is the enzyme that helps break that down. Think about a baby who's colic. They don't have enough of those enzymes. They're lacking enzymes at birth. So this is a really big deal to understand, okay? Life is really the staple product of allowing your immune system to have a solid foundation of being healthy, okay? So we're gonna put that over here. The second one we're gonna talk about is the brain power, okay? So brain power is so important. You guys, this has lion's mane mushroom and a vitamin B complex in it, amongst other things. But it's really important to understand that, yes, if we wanna lose weight, life is good. Okay, it will help you with breaking down the fats, carbs, sugars, and proteins. If we want to not have bloating and all those other digestive issues, this is really good. But what good does it do if we're losing all the weight, if we are getting healthy in our gut, but our mind is unstable? Okay, this is really important to understand. If we are stressed out, it actually releases cortisol in our body. It stimulates the production of cortisol. Cortisol is what is really bad for our bodies because it harbors fat and it harbors all these other things. It causes havoc on our body, okay? Anxiety, stress, that's what is all related to that. So if we want to have a healthy gut, we also need to have a healthy mind, okay? So it's really important to have this vitamin B complex and lion's mane mushroom, which is so good for brain power, okay? Now, this is also used for several other things. It's used for if you have a history in your family of Alzheimer's or dementia, okay, or the person taking it has that, it's really good for brain power. Anybody who has anxiety, ADD, ADHD, depression, tremors, epilepsy, autistic, okay? If you have autism, this is really good. It helps with the brain, okay? Children and adults alike will take this. Same with life, okay? So now we talked about gut health and brain health. Now let's all put it all together and we're gonna talk about balance, okay? Balance is a multi-mineral, vitamin, and antioxidant, okay? This is what seals the deal. All three of these together, balance is what seals the deal for your immune health, okay? So let's talk about this. What it has in it is 100% plant-based minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants, okay? What I want you to take away from this is any of the supplements that you are getting over the counter, you guys, 95% of them are synthetic, okay? It's really a scary thing to know that any given supplement, all it needs to say in the bottle is that it's natural if 10% of it comes from a natural source. 90% of it doesn't need to be natural, but if 10% of a over-the-counter or synthetic supplement set is natural, they can officially label it as a natural supplement, okay? That's pretty scary to understand. Okay, we're talking about over-the-counter stuff. Now, if you want something that your body can actually utilize and knows exactly what to do with it, you need to make sure it's 100% plant-based. That's what these staple products are here, okay, for your immune health. They're plant-based. So you are getting vitamin C from a natural plant source, an acerola cherry. That's what you're getting your vitamin C from. You're not getting it from a synthetic, high fructose corn syrup and ascorbic acid. You're getting it from the real deal. So if you can imagine getting 2 huge basketfuls of organic fruits and vegetables and extracting all those nutrients, all the minerals, all the vitamins, all the antioxidants, and putting them in capsules, that's what you are getting. Okay, so some important things to help build your immune system: zinc, selenium, okay, manganese, magnesium, those are all super important. The vitamin C, super important, okay, along with a bunch of other great things that are in these balanced capsules, okay? So what I want you to take away is our immune system is really important, okay? We don't get enough nutrients in the foods that we eat. Even if you were to eat 100% organic and you were to eat all the fruits and vegetables and good meats for your body, you can't get what's not in the soil, okay? Our soil is depleted. Here's a good example. In order for you to get the same amount of vitamin C from, or nutrients from, an orange that our great grandparents used to eat, you have to eat 8 times the amount that they used to eat, because our soil used to have so many more nutrients than they do today. Today, our soil is completely depleted. So in all honesty, it doesn't matter how good you eat, okay? Yes, we want to eat good, but if you don't have the enzymes to break down the food that you're eating, you're just literally putting it in your body and excreting it and building up toxins in the process. You have to have something to break it down to its simplest form. That's 100% plant-based, right? This is what life does to all your fats, carbs, sugars, and proteins. You need to work on that brain health, because stress is something that affects every single one of us. And if you are stressed, you're releasing cortisol. This helps with stress, you guys. It helps to keep your mind in balance. It helps with focus, and it has that whole complex of vitamin B in it. Super good, okay? And balance is going to give you all those nutrients. Together, these work like best friends, okay? So all 3 of these come in a pack, and this is what we call our immune system, okay? Our immune system pack. Okay, if you have any detailed questions about this, please be sure to reach out and I can help you with that. But I want you to know that this is the staple products that you should be on to keeping your body in a healthy manner. You want to be as healthy as you possibly can be to have a great quality of life. So I hope this helps.